Hello, friends. Don't sell, just tell. How often have you not mentioned what you do in your business when you meet someone for the first time for fear of being seen as trying to sell? Well, what if you knew a simple way to encourage people who are interested in your product to want to buy, whilst making sure that people who are not interested don't feel sold to? Would that be of interest to you? Hey, my name is Sudhir. When you usually meet someone for the first time, they will usually get around to asking, "What do you do?" But how do you answer? Most people answer with a job description. I am an accountant or lawyer, sell furniture, design websites, run a beauty salon, etc. And often that's the end of that conversation. Yet every time you meet someone, there is a possibility that they may be a potential customer or they may know a potential customer. Unfortunately, we often fail to discover that because we don't talk about business, because we feel uncomfortable about selling. Of course, there is another response I sometimes receive. It's called an elevator pitch, and I'm not a fan. If you have ever attended a speed networking session, you will be familiar with this approach. Essentially, an elevator pitch is a 60-second sales pitch, so called because screenwriters used to jump into an elevator with the producer and pitch their idea before the doors opened at the next floor. If I ask you, what do you do? And get a 60-second sales pitch, I spent the last 30 seconds looking for an escape route. I don't like being sold to. However, it is possible to invite people to talk about our business in such a way that they don't feel we are trying to sell them something. Instead of talking about your product or service, which means selling, tell them how you help people. I have different responses depending upon who I am speaking to. For example, I specialize in helping small business owners to attract more customers, or I specialize in helping women in business to become outstanding public speakers. And I finish with, do you know anyone that will be of interest to you? If you are a small business owner or a woman in business, would you want to know more if I said that? And I finish with, do you know anyone that will be of interest to? Now, if you are a small business owner or a woman in business, would you want to know more if I said that? Of course you would. Often people respond immediately, asking for more information, indicating that they would like my help. If they don't respond, then they are not a prospective customer right now. But at least they now know what I do, and that means they are more likely to mention me to a friend. If they are interested, then I can arrange a follow-up. Let me have your card and I'll call you in the week to arrange a meeting, or take my card, go and have a look at my website. There is a free ebook in exchange for signing up for my newsletter. That might help. Create and practice your own pre-prepared responses as follows. I specialize in helping describe your target customers. Who do you most want to be doing business with? Or describe a category that includes the person you are speaking to. How do you help them? What problem do you solve? How do you tailor your response so it is most applicable to the person you are speaking to? Easy. Get into the habit of asking people what they do first, and don't let a conversation die when they give you a job description. Encourage them to talk about what they do and prompt them for the problems they face in doing it, especially the problems that you can solve. People love to talk about themselves, and they love people who are prepared to listen. Then they almost always ask, what do you do? Me? Oh, I specialize in helping this. If you have just spent 5 or 10 minutes showing interest in them and what they do, and you then tell them that you specialize in solving some of the problems they face, do you think they are going to want to know more?